In this video we are going to study about multiplication of natural numbers, and there is important part for the addition, the previous video and this one also. Here we are not learning how to multiply the numbers, so I'm going to shortly explain the multiplication part, and I'm going to give some links for the students who doesn't know these kind of things from the primary school. And generally I'm going to deal about the concept and definitions. That's why this part is important for us, and we are going to study about the concept of multiplication. Multiplication in natural number is the short abbreviation form, short form of the addition. If you are going to 2 plus 2 plus 2, as it is given here, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, it can be equal to 5 times 2, and this is the short form of the, now when you write like this is the shorter way to explain this one, and 5 times 2, it's going to be equal to 10, or here 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, there are 4 3's here, and the result is 4 times 3, which is equal to 12. You know that one, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And multiplication is short way of the addition, we can say. And each term, you know from the definitions, each term is called factors, the result is called product. And how to multiply the numbers. 23 times 12 is going to be equal to, here 2 times 3 is equal to 6, 2 times 2 is equal to 4, and you multiply 2 by 23, now 1 by 23, but when I'm writing the second part, when I multiply by 1, I'm not starting down of 6, I'm going to start one left of the number, and 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Again, I'm repeating. I'm going to write the second part to one left of the first number, and 1 times 2 is equal to 2. It's going to be, and when you add them, the result it's going to be, we are adding downward. There is no number here to add with 6. The result is 6. 4 and 3, it's equal to 7. 2 and up, there is no number, so it's equal to 2. So the answer of 23 times 12 is equal to 276, it must be. And 75 times 43, 75 times 43, it's going to be equal to 3 times 5 is equal to 15, and this time we have 1 in our head, so 3 times 5 is equal to 15, and 1 is written here, not to forget that one. 3 times 7 is equal to 21, and we have one more, that's equal to 22. So 225 multiplied by 3 times 75, it makes 225. Now we are going to multiply 75 by 4. So all the numbers of the, here we can say also like this, all the numbers of the second factor is going to multiply with the first number, first factor. So 4 times 5, it's going to be equal to 20, and we have 1 in our hand, pardon, 2 in our hand, and 4 times 5 is 20, 2 is written here, 0 here. And as you remember, I continue one left and I have written there the first digit. 4 times 7 is equal to 28, and we have 1 in our hand, that's going to be equal to 28 plus 2. And these numbers always adding, we are adding to the result, which is 28 plus 2, it's equal to 30. I'm writing this number here. Now I'm going to add the terms to downward. That's going to be equal to 5. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. And here this is going to be 3. So 75 times 43 is going to be 33,220. 5 it's going to be. Here we have one. Now this is the second part and new method for the multiplication. Multiplying two-digit numbers, multi-digit numbers can be. Here this is square method. I think it is Japanese method. And it depends to multiplying the digits of the first number with the second number. All the digits of first number multiplied by all the digits of the second number it's going to be. Here when I'm writing 34, here 3 and 4 it's written, 2 and 7 it's written here. So we have 4 square here to combine them, combine the numbers. 3 and 2 it's going to be combined here, 4 and 2 it's going to be here, and 3, 7 it's going to be here, 4 and 7 it's going to be here. How to combine them? Actually it is not combining. 3 and 7 here, 3 and 2 we are going to combine in this box here, in this box. And the multiplication result it's equal to 3 times 6, which is, 3 times 2, which is 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. And it's going to be written like 0, 6, and 0 is written here, and the 6 is written here. The second number it's equal to 4 and 2. Which numbers you are choosing, it is not important in this method. You can choose 3 and 7 also. But let's choose this one now here. The second number is 4 and 2. So 4 is written here and 2 is written here. Then when you multiply 4 times 2 it's equal to 8, and it's written 0 and 8 here. Or another number here, 3 times 7 is equal to 21. 2 is written here and 1 is written here. Always the first digit, multiplication of first digit written on the up and left corner, and down the second digit is written down and right corner of the box. Then we are evaluating the numbers like this. 4 times 7 is equal to 28. 2 and 8 is written here. And we are going to add them diagonally. We are going to add the numbers diagonally. So here we have diagonals as you see here, and these diagonals. Now from the back I'm going to start here. This is 8, so it's written directly here. 8, 2, 1, it's 11 going to be, and when it is 11, last digit is written here, and the first digit of 11, which is this digit, it's written here, and it becomes like this: 0, 6, 2, 1 makes 9. So the multiplication result is 34 times 27. Here this was the last one and it was 0, that's why I didn't care about that one. 0910918 it's going to be, which is equal to 918. You can check by using your calculator. I want to do this operation for our question that we solved in the previous page here, 3225. How to find that one? Firstly, let's do here 7 and 4. We are going to multiply them and we are going to write the results to this box, because the intersection of the 7 and 4, this box. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 is written like this. 5 times 4 is equal to 28. It's written like this. 7 times 3 is equal to 21. It's written like this. And 5 times 3 is equal to 15, and it's written like this. Okay, then I'm going to add them, but while I'm adding them here, I'm going to crossly add them like this here. Pardon. Actually, I'm not going to add the numbers here. It's going to be like this, then like this, then like this, and then like this. Okay, let's see what is the result. And here the 5 it's written directly. Then 0 plus 1 plus 1 it's equal to 2, nothing problem. 2 plus 8 it's equal to 10. plus 2, it's equal to 12. But 12 is not written here like 12. We cannot write 12. We are going to write only one digit here. We are writing 2 here. The deleted part 1 is going to be written here. And 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So the answer of this number is 3, 2, 2. Actually, this is 2. Not to confuse. Again, I'm going to write 2. So it's equal to 3, 2, 2, 5, which is 75 times 43. I think this method is easier than the previous one. You can use in the exam this method. When we are multiplying by the powers of 10, we are adding zeros to the end in the multiplication operation. What I mean, let me explain here. When we multiply 5 by 10, this 0 is going to be added to the end of this operation. 5 times 1 is equal to 5, so the 0 will be to the end. Or 23 times 100, actually this we are using sometimes x, I didn't mention at the beginning, and the result is going to be 1 times 23, which is equal to 23. That to 0 it's going to be at the end. Or 47 times 1000, it's going to be equal to 47 times 1, which is equal to, and that 3 zeros, it's going to be added at the end. Then the answer is 47,000. Like this one, when you are multiplying by the like 4,300 here, you are going to multiply by only 4, then the zeros you are going to add to the end. Instead of multiplying 7,158 by 4,000, we are going to multiply 7,158 by 4,000 here, like this. Only by 4 we are going to multiply, and we are going to find the result. We are going to add the 3 zeros to the end. 4 times 8, it's equal to 32, but you cannot write 32 here, only the 2 is written, 3 in the hand. 4 times 5 is 20, and we have 3 in the hand, which is equal to 23. 3 is written here, 2 is in the hand. 4 times 1 is equal to 4, but 2 we have here, so it's equal to 6. And 4 times 7 is equal to 28, and we have written here 28 directly because we don't have any number to multiply. So we finished multiplying by 4, but this is the multiplying by 4,000. That's why this 30 it's going to add to end. When we put these points, it's easy to read it. That one, 28,632 is the answer going to be. If you multiply by 245 by 300, instead of multiplying by 300 one by one each terms in the previous page, I'm going to do like this. 3 times 5 is equal to 15, 1 in hand. 3 times 4 is equal to 12, 1 in the hand. We are going to write it 13, and 1 again in the hand. 3 times 2 is equal to 6, and 1 here, it's going to be equal to 7. So the answer is 735, and that 20 it's going to be at the end. Then the answer is going to be 73,500 for this operation. Okay, properties of the multiplication in natural numbers. We know what is closure. The result must be in the natural numbers. When you multiply two natural numbers, the result is again in the natural number, so closed. Commutative means you can change the places of the products. 5 times 4, 4 times 5, they are equal to each other. We know that's 20. And associative also we have, because 3 times 4 times 5 it's equal to 4 times 5 20, and times 3 is equal to 60, or 3 times 4 is equal to 12, and times 5 it's equal to 12 times 5 is equal to 60. We know this one. And the last one is identity element. Identity element means the number is not affecting the operation, and we know that there is no effect of 1 in multiplication operation. 12 times 1, 1 times 12, it's going to be equal to 12 again. So the identity element, it is called 1 in multiplication operation. The last property, distributive property over addition and subtraction. Here there are two terms. Actually it's written second time because I'm going to add first the parentheses, then I'm going to use the distribution law, which means here this number can be distributed over this number and this number. Here distribution, I'm going to use these arrows and I'm going to explain how it is. Firstly, let me show the result of this operation. If I add the numbers 5 times 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6, firstly we should do inside the parenthesis. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10, so it's equal to 5 times 10 it's going to be, and it's equal to 50. Now I'm going to apply the distribution law. Here distribution means you're going to multiply the term one by one, each term inside the parenthesis. So 5 times 4 is equal to, and 5 times 6 plus 5 times 6. Now the term is distributed and the results, let's find. 5 times 4 is equal to 20 and 5 times 6 is equal to 30, and the result is going to be equal to 50. And we can say multiplication has distributive property on addition and over addition. Here's for the subtraction, inside the parenthesis first, let's solve. 5 times 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. The result is 10. Now I'm going to apply the distribution property here. 5 times 6 minus 5 times 4. Actually, you're understanding from the operation what is here, it's going to be repeated. 5 times 6, then 5 minus 5 times 4, which is equal to 30, because 5 times 6 is equal to 30 minus 20. 5 times 4 is equal to 20, and 30 minus 20 is equal to 10. And we are going to say multiplication has distributive property over subtraction. And you can change, replace the terms. You can, we are multiplying from left side, and you can do this one from the right side also, which means you are going to see that one because multiplication has distributive property. So you are going to understand that 6 plus, actually 4 plus 6 times 5, it's going to be equal to 5 times 6, 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6, because multiplication has distribution, commutative property. Multiplication has commutative property. 5 times 10, 10 times 5, they are equal to each other.